Okay, this is just gonna be a where I'm at. Complete phase 4. I'm starting on the train station. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by my train station. I just wanted to kind of give a tour of everything I've got going on so I can remember it in the future and look back if anything changes. And how it changes, and I don't know, kind of reflect. It'll be fun. So this is my truck station. I think I've showed that off before. This was extra fuel. Now it's actually just a giant thing of sulfur that I don't need because I have a massive ton of sulfur over here. In fact, I have too much sulfur, more sulfur than I need. Right now, at least. Sure, I'll be using it in the future. So up here I have one sulfur mine working, one sulfur mine I don't have digging because I didn't have a reason to dig for it. I have a geothermal power plant here, and I thought there was another geothermal. Yes, another geyser here. I just haven't built the power plant yet. My plan is to build that in the future. Moving on, I'll take my hyper tubes to get down there. No, I won't, actually. So where all the sulfur is going, these I haven't deleted, but this was an old truck route. There used to be a truck that went up here and grabbed sulfur and traveled all the way down here and made compacted coal for a bunch of coal power plants. Right now, the sulfur comes here, the coal comes here, compacted coal comes here. Apparently it's backed way the hell up because I don't need that much. It goes over there. So the coal is coming from over here. There are 2 coal plants. I wanted to use whatever sulfur I had left, so it finally wore out here. So this is kind of just the last ditch. I do have to take care of this. This will probably all go away, and this coal will just keep going down to the sulfur there. It comes down here. This is compacted coal. The compacted coal gets shot down here. I did disconnect those power plants. They used to be all compacted coal plants. Now they are just sitting there waiting in case I ever need to use it. I don't need the power right now. I am running almost 3,000 megawatts and only using 899. I mean, to be fair, half my base is not up and running because I'm organizing it, but still. Compacted coal comes down here. It goes into these refineries. These refineries are getting fuel from over here. So fuel over there is coming over here, mixing with compacted coal, making turbo fuel, which is going to those power plants down there. Turbo fuel power plants. This is plastic that is being made as an extra. So when you make just fuel, you get plastic residue. You can see some right there. It's going down there, turning around, coming here, mixing with some water. Plastic residue plus water makes plastic. Plastic is coming over here. This is a packager. The packager is making plastic packages, which are then I am packaging turbo fuel into. I use some of it for my jetpack. The rest of it's being stored. Haven't figured out what to do with it yet. So this is oil overflow. I wasn't sure how much oil I needed, how many plants I could do. I don't trust the counting thing. But I have 2 oil drillers over here, drilling oil. There's a little overflow there in case stuff ever happened. I wasn't sure, again, counting-wise, how much I needed, how much I could actually produce, but it seems like I could produce way more than I think I can. This is an original hyper tube that went back there. Originally, I had this oil going into this area over here that I cleared out. It used to just be a garbled mess of nonsense. It is now not as much a garbled nonsense. Here's another oil producer. It is going over here. This is producing all of my plastic and rubber. So plastic is being produced here, and that is going into this train station over here, and then these 2 over here are producing rubber. And the excess, because plastic produces heavy oil waste, is being pumped into these 2 canisters here. That is being pumped over here, and that is into these refineries here. These refineries are making regular fuel, so these 2 fuel power plants are run on regular fuel. that they are making from the residue that is left over from my plastic and rubber production. I'm sure there's probably some way that I could like make it better, more efficient. It seems like I can always add a little more oil residue, so it's not too much, I guess. It's working as it can. This is the train station where all of that is going and being picked up by the train. I'll ride the train back up. Actually, no. I'll run over here. So this is my train station that I already covered. But what I am going up to over here, I don't know how to edit, so I'm literally just hitting the share button on the PlayStation for this to happen. So, sorry. You can take 30 seconds and watch me run, or fail to do a power slide. Oh, so maybe I can't do it up. Cool. Anyway. So, this map is huge. One of the cool things about the map is that the map is pre-generated. None of this is like somebody making it. It is somebody making it. It's not like a procedural generation. It is all 100% like somebody handcrafted all of this, placed all the resource nodes, everything, which is cool because then you can see they put a lot of effort into it, and it's huge. There is a ton to explore. So there is another metal over here. I have it being pumped into these. It is called Quaternium. I happen to find my first Quaternium mine over here, so I pumped it down. These are just producing Quaternium plates, which I then have these manufacturers making wire, and then I just have almost infinite supply of wire that just keeps going and going and going. And that is my Quaternium wire. Quick wire. It's useful for advanced electronics, that kind of stuff. And I have so much of it that I'm also throwing it into an awesome thing. This is where you can just throw extra resources and get coupons. Coupons you can use to buy cool stuff. And yeah, so, and then I already showed the train and the truck. So this is the oil half section of the tour where my oil is, and I will come back with the others.